Hello and welcome to another behind the scenes so far. I've just literally, again, as I said before in my last sort of behind the scenes of part 2 of Red Planet Project, I pretty much just do these straight after I've done the filming of them. This time I did rewatch a part and I thought it was really good. I just thought sometimes things were happening either a bit too quick, like I was watching it, trying to focus as hard as possible as I was rewatching it, and you know, I found it weird. You know, I don't get how the Autons got there, even though obviously I know. Well, the point was that they teleported there, obviously, and stuff. But you know, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those, you know, you blink and it just disappears sort of moments, which is a bit annoying, you know, because obviously if you blink and then, you know, the Autons are there, I guess that's a cool effect, but then obviously you're a bit like, what? How did the Autons get there? You know, but I hope the lighting effect like that was cool, you know, kind of making the light be like sort of, this light's so heavy. Oh, pants. It's getting in the way. No, I don't know. I don't feel rushed, I didn't feel rushed at all. I did feel a little bit, a smidge, but that was mainly because I really wanted to get the 11th Doctor, in sort of, Stray Jacket variant in there, just to make, my idea with that, if you were wondering, was that I wanted to make the Doctor go lower in like self-esteem and just lower in just everything, just to make the scenario, you know, the impact of what's happening even more, you know, devastating and worse for the audience. You know, not only is the Doctor, you know, yeah, okay, he's alive, but, you know, this is a really bad circumstance for him, you know, and he's at his lowest point at this point, you know, and so when eventually he does get out of this, you know, he will be all the more triumphant, you know. You've got the Brigadier, who is really cool, you know, in this episode. He kind of punches the bad guy, or, well, not the bad guy, he's a villain, technically. You see him in the spirits. I wanted that to be in there just so there was some sort of continuity, you know, that, you know, you kind of already built up kind of a relationship with this guy, you know. At first you don't really, in the spirits, you don't really know who he is, who the editor character is, but obviously I wanted him not to be a complete new character that I had to sort of build up from scratch in this part, because I knew that, you know, it being only a 4-part story, that I probably wouldn't be able to do that as well as I wanted to. So that's why he was in the spirits, as kind of like a hologram projected into Amy's mind, and that just to kind of, you know, because these events, this sort of episode is already kind of like predetermined, if that makes any sense. Like, this was always going to happen, and that because of the editor and because of Amy, and that, or because of the editor telling Amy to do it and stuff. So, you know, it's just that obviously there was hints at that and stuff, but obviously until Red Planet Project Part 1, 2, and this part, you know, you didn't obviously know what was going to happen and stuff like that. But obviously I did, but, you know, neither did the Doctor, but, you know, but I gave you hints at that, you know, that something bad was going to happen later down the line, you know, quite a lot, really. That's basically what the Spirits War, you know, a lot of, you know, hints at the, you know, the end is coming near, sort of thing. Talking about the end is coming near, there's 2 things that I can tell you about the next episode, which is Dalek Civil War, which I'm kind of really excited about doing. Not that I'm not excited about filming these ones, and that, but obviously this being the 3rd part, I've only got 1 more part to go. But what I can tell you are just 2 things that I don't think will ruin the episode, so that's why I'll tell you. So they won't take away anything from your experience, hopefully, watching them. Which you should definitely do when I upload them. The things are that the Doctor will have no companion, and that so it'll be companionless. So it'll kind of be like like if Deadly Assassin was like Tom Baker's last episode, basically. That's my only comparison. And what else? And that it is the last 11th Doctor figure adventure. Also to note, I was planning on, before I did part 3, killing off Arnold or Jefferson or whatever his name is, and that. But obviously it became a really big asset to, you know, this sort of story. You know, obviously at first I was going to kill him off because he was just a spare character and that, but I just wanted another character to kind of, you know, support the editor figure, so maybe you just didn't think that he was the same character who Amy saw, you know, because he was with another person or something, you know, just leave you in some sort of insecurity about that, you know, thinking, is this the same guy? Will this be the end, or sort of thing, or you know, and that. But obviously with him being there, you know, you question that, so that's why he was there, if you were wondering. I was, again, planning on killing him off in this part, but I didn't get round to it, unfortunately, because, one, I don't know why, but I'm very, I guess, power mad, because I kind of like the satisfaction of killing off characters. I don't know why. I'm not that good at building them up, like, but yeah, no, if you were wondering as well, there might be a plot hole, like you might say, oh, why didn't the Brigadier just run off or something, or go to a different room, or whatnot, before, you know, the Autons got there and that. But, well, I forgot to add, so technically this has happened then, beforehand. Let's just pretend that this guy, whilst he was getting rid of the comms, so he can't communicate with anyone else in the building, to call for his troops, that as well the doors are locked, you know. So, because obviously before the Autons get there, he could have just walked out, got troops, come back in, you know, seen what's happened and get loads of troops in. But obviously he didn't, you know, and that. So the kind of doors to this area are kind of locked, so they're locked into this area. And so obviously if the Brigadier tries moving at this minute, you know, even if the doors were open, you know, the Autons would just kill him anyway, so, you know, because he's just expendable to them. The Doctor's, as I say, in his straitjacket, because he's at his low point. The editor figure's just gone loopy and mad. And Amy is just, seems to just have gone evil, and that. Yeah. But is she the same Amy as we know? Well, things will be revealed in the next part, obviously. The Brigadier, does he escape? Does he get killed? How does the Doctor get out of this one? All questions for the next part, which I've got ideas for. 2 main ideas for next part. Requiring 2 other figures, which obviously you'll see in my next figure adventure, Red Planet Project Part 4, and obviously in that behind the scenes I'll obviously then can explain why I added those figures or whatnot, so yeah. As well, yeah, these events, Red Planet Project has been set in motion, the sort of events happening here today before you, are kind of in my mind have been set for quite a while. Set back quite a while, meaning, you know, like back even around sort of just after when I've finished Time Guardian, you know, sort of not Red Planet Project, sort of Area 51 and Spirits, kind of, you know, you get hints of stuff towards this one, you know. So if you've been, so I guess that gives you more reason to go back and see if you can see the hints, you know, of things happening, you know, people saying, you know, that there's going to be events and stuff, you know, and that, and I think that's nice, and I like it when they do that in actual Doctor Who, you know, sort of tell, you know, people tell the Doctor that there might be badness coming and evil coming, but we still don't know what it quite is, or there's hints to it, you know, he will knock 4 times, you know, sort of thing, or and stuff like that, you know. It kind of gives us a bit of what might come, but obviously not too much, just the right amount, and keeps us all hooked, and and makes us all stay tuned for the next one. So yeah, really loved recording this one. I thought it was really good, and I can't wait for part 5 even. and I was thinking, oh, how is he actually going to get out of this one? I hadn't actually thought, so I'm a bit worried. Because the last thing I want to do is to just make it, you know, I don't know, an anticlimactic scene where he just sonics something or something and the whole base just blows up and somehow he gets into the TARDIS and flies off. You know, that would be garbage. But I definitely have a different idea, which I think is definitely better. And, you know, I hope from the sound of my voice you can tell what I'm extremely passionate about, you know, just doing these and just having fun, and I've enjoyed doing these and I can't wait to do part 5. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.